now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it. Now, we're going to do a reaction to No Jumper, Young and Hefe. He don't care about nothing but what the checks say. So Young and Hefe say gang banging is basically dead compared to when he was young, and I agree. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things that you see nowadays is totally different, but in some type of way it's a good thing. You know why? Because it ain't as serious. Even though it gets serious, a lot of this stuff that you see on the internet is definitely for entertaining. So we're gonna get to this content with Young and Hefe. He finally made it to No Jumper with his own actual interview. And a lot of people, they say, man, I never go on No Jumper. But, man, this is a media space. And whether y'all feelings in it or not, this definitely some of the channels that a lot of dudes go through now. It's not No Jumper per se. It's the people that's going on here saying things that they don't have no business. Young and Hefe, he's seasoned. So we're going to jump right into this content. Young and Hefe. Let's go.
For me, it's just too time consuming putting on that facade and putting on that suit and acting clownish like you putting on the whole suit, because like at some point it's gonna show. At some point it's gonna show. And even with me, like you pointed something out, like I be doing content like on people that's supposed to be the ops. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a problem with it because like I am me, you know, I'm a known person, you know, people know what time I'm on. Like I tell people, you know, I'm pressing peace first and foremost, but that don't mean that I'm trying to peace treat or I'm trying to kiss ass or anything, because I'm gonna protect my sovereignty. Like if you come at me, you on that rah-rah, then that's what we gonna get to. But other than that, like, man, I'm just trying to get some money, shit, and travel when I can travel and live life. I ain't, like, I already...
Hello, there we go. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is when you go on No Jumper. This is the kind of conversation that's lacking. Somebody that's not portraying the role, playing the part. He said, man, I'm trying to get some money, man. These ain't my ops. Anybody on the internet ain't my ops. I had real ops in the street that we was really out here trying to knock each other head off. Man, these dudes is content creators. I'ma sit down and get the bag while it's available. And a lot of people, man, they take this stuff too serious. They be in there. I see people every day in their emotions about something on the internet, crying like a crybaby, complaining. Man, drop the content and get the bag. What is you on here for, man?
Did the street shit. Like,
right.
I shouldn't do nothing for me, but you know what I'm saying, put me inside a bathroom with a bunk bed. So shit,
right.
I walk the yard and all that. That shit ain't fun. That shit whack.
That's a little bit of a different thing with you though, is that you kind of seen it all, done it all at this point. How old are you?
I'm about to be 35.
35, like, you know, you're far away from your hothead days when you're a kid where you really want to prove yourself and everything you're doing is to kind of like get a reputation and shit. By the time you make it to your mid 30s, 40s, etc., you know, if you've got any sense, you probably kind of moved on past that, especially having really been locked.
Ooh, sleeping in the bathroom. Go lock yourself up in your closet. Go lock yourself up in the bathroom and stay up in there 23 hours a day. And then come out and then go back in. That's exactly what jail is. Now, Young and Hefe, what he 35? I know a lot of people that's in their 30s just now getting started with this stuff. I heard people that's in their 40s and they gang bang history go back to 2012 and stuff like that. 2010, 11. Like, man, you way out the rim of this stuff, man. It's definitely it's a totally different ball game right now. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Locked up and haven't done all the shit that you've done.
For sure. Then I started young too, so just like the shit I was doing, like when I started 11, 12, like the average 11, 12-year-olds wasn't doing what I was doing. And the people I was running with was 5 and 10 years older than me. So I like really started like at a young age, like for real. Like my peers, they had started gangbanging 3, 4 years down the line and stuff like that. So just like, yeah, that shit get tiresome after a while. And I just feel like the people who my age, if you really been in the streets, like you say you've been, and you've been through them stoops going through jail, like if you trying to keep up the same shit you was doing as a teenager, like you got a loser mentality. Like for sure. Like if you don't want no money, if you don't like women, if you want to be stuck in that jail cell politicking on the yard about a TV, remotes, tables and shit like that, like, man, you the weakest link, man. Like that shit don't feel good.
But, okay.
I've seen it happen. I've seen wars start. I've seen fights start over a TV. When you out here with a free TV all day, they only sell them for a couple of dollars. Now, He got a point there. Some people gonna say, man, I'm in this for life. Yeah, I didn't sign up to be a part-time. This is for the rest of my life. This is forever. I'm gonna be this. Now the thing is, man, you have to really get on the internet nowadays and say this. You got to say exactly what he's saying, because if they ever get to running this content back, like, man, look, I'm against that. I'm not with that. I'm not pushing none of that, because they've been using what's on the internet to take people down. So whether he's with it or he's not with it, or if he's tired of it, he on another path, you got to get on here and say exactly what he's saying, and not what all them other dudes that got their ass caught up on here trying to be tough said. Let's get back to this. Let's go.
I'm going to hit you with like a quote I saw the other day. Somebody said that, you know, if you get famous at a young age, that quite often you get your personality kind of frozen in time with who you were at that time. Because if you pop off as a young, crazy rapper at 18 years old, realistically, that's what people want to see from you going forward. So it makes sense that you're just going to kind of fall in line with that persona. Whereas to a person who's not famous, not well known, they keep growing or changing as people. Their identity doesn't really get sealed the way that if you have success at a young age does. And even in the gang shit in the street world or whatever, you might not be like world famous, but if you get a reputation for being willing to do this and that when you're 19, it's like you don't, you know, a lot of times you run into a dude who's 45, and that's kind of what you're thinking in your head is like, damn, this dude is still burnt out. Like he's acting like a 19-year-old because he got a real reputation at a certain point for being a certain type of person. And it's hard for dudes to kind of graduate past that.
That's what I'm saying. And that's where I feel like with that, like as a human being, like as a person, as you living this rite of passage, like at some point in time, you got to become comfortable in your skin. Like I got a cold reputation. Like this my little brother right here, my blood little brother. This my little bro. He from West LA. He from my hood. My blood little brother, same mama, same daddy, NBA. That's the one that Brick Baby was speaking about that time. You know what I'm saying? When you was up here with Big Deal Meat, okay. He speaking my name. He said my other name was.
Your ass going to jail. I'm gonna take over for here, and yeah, this is one of them This is one of them podcast contests where we gotta keep it all the way, you G. Yeah, we get up here and stir the pot up and stir shit up all day. Your ass going to jail. Yeah, I seen Loose Cat. I'm gonna bring it all the way back. I don't care. I'm glad his funeral was almost coming up. His content then died down. Thank God his shit didn't die. I was so tired of hearing him from that old fat bitch. I'm tired of them. But anyway, let's get to this though. Loose Cannon was on there talking about when they stabbed Tory Lane, they was gonna stab him and all that. They not gonna use their knife to put no holes up you. They gonna use their knife to cut your goddamn drawers off and spread your goddamn legs like eagle wings. Now look, this is the deal right here, man. A lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. A lot of y'all can go to jail, do life in prison. A lot of y'all gonna get shot and stabbed because y'all not listening to the people that was here before y'all. We already know the mentality. We already know what's ahead of y'all. Some of y'all don't know. Y'all look at us and say, man, y'all niggas is busters. We don't care what y'all talking about, but we been there before. Everything y'all doing, we been there before. And the beauty of how we did it, it wasn't as much cameras around. I seen the dude get his ass whooped out of his boots the other day. Dude had to been about 200 pounds. The dude that was about 90 pounds whooped his ass. And they wasn't trying to help him at all. Dude was drunk. Everybody had their phones out recording him. Everything you do right now, it's getting recorded. Your ass is going to jail. A lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. A lot of y'all getting put on these gangs at 30 and 40, especially the 40-year-olds that's on here still talking about gang and sliding. Now sit your old ass down and get ready for a wheelchair. Sit your ass down. Like that dude that was on here the other day, the Tales from the Crypt. What's his name? OG Percy. His people reached out to me and said, start him out, Rick Rock. I'm going to do an interview on him and we going to clean some of it up. And it's cool that he cleaned it up, but I was fit to get back on here and roast his ass. I had some things to do these last 2 days. That's why y'all ain't seen me. Boy, I was fit to get on there and roast his ass. Everybody say he look like Smokey from the PJs. Well, he look like the dude that's on that poison sign. You ever seen one of them bleach bottles and they got the little skeleton face with the hands like this? He looked just like one of them poison signs. I was fit to get on his ass. He was one of the first crackheads before they had rental car places. We used to rent cars from niggas like him, them crackheads back in the days. Yeah, he was one of them type of guys. He the dude who invented, like I say, y'all don't know what antennas, when I said break off the antenna, he was the one that was going around snatching off cars when they had them metal antennas, using them for bass pipes and all that. But yeah, man, y'all better listen to dudes like this who go on here and spit positivity on these platforms, because a lot of people get on here and be faking. Never heard of their ass ever in life until they got on social media. A lot of these dudes got reputations from juvenile hall and shit like that when it was cracking in the streets. But some of these dudes' reputations strictly came from YouTube. Nobody heard of their ass putting in work. None of their enemies heard of their ass putting in work, but they get on this goddamn internet and catch a goddamn Rico. Running their mouth, talking their ass into situations they don't know nothing about. And still up in the jailhouse, still running content, running their goddamn mouth. I can't wait till I hear the day that one of them got their little ass tucked because they didn't play like they tough and go up in there with them real tough dudes that look like goddamn Rockwallers. When they go in there and meet them dudes, what's that dude named Fleece Johnson? He called himself the Booty Man. Ooh, they better hope they don't catch the booty, especially. I'm out of here, man. It's Captain Rick Rock. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. We almost at 60,000 subscribers. I told y'all when we hit 50, I said when we get to 60, we gonna give y'all one of those DJI cameras, DJI Pocket Osmo 3. I think they're around $1,000. So I'm gonna do a raffle and bless one of y'all. That be in my comment section. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all always show up and show out on Compton Rick Rock TV. So I'm gonna give back, get a one of those good DJI Pocket Osmo 3 camera, dope camera for content. You could do vlogging with it. You could do live streams with it, all that. I'm gonna bless one of y'all in the raffle. Might do the whole microphone thing, everything. Just might give away a whole package to somebody who gonna win it in the raffle. Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it.